All right. Press one if you can hear me. Press one if you can hear me. We got 5 people up in here. We're a little short, but it's all good. Damn. Uh, shit. Hold up. It's like fuck it. I'm gonna just go ahead and come on just freestyle it for the night. Got a couple more good things in. We could probably do some little throwbacks on some things. You know, just fucking around. That's just about all. Let me make sure I made this public. I believe I did. Oh. God damn. Okay. Fucking screen looking like this. This shit ain't right. Hold up. Welcome to the road, Sassy. Welcome to the road. Shit. Okay. So we're gonna do. We're gonna turn the screen sharing shit off. For now, just look like a goddamn Casper the Ghost. Till I get that shit figured out. Yeah, like I said, we got some old info in. Just to fuck around, you know. So it is. Well, everybody welcome to the room. Shit. Just look like we got Sassy for now. We got some shadow watches. That's what's up. We got some people tied up. Either one or two. It's all good. Like I said, we got some old clips that sent to me. Shouts out to the Beauty for sending these old clips in. You said good evening, Shadow Watches. Yeah. I started not to come on, but I was like, fuck it, you know. Started to sit back and listen to Nyla. Now, that's what I should have been doing. Listen to Nyla and editing one video. I was like, fuck it. You know, it might be on them nights where you go on and everybody was like, damn, I wasn't doing shit my damn self. So that's what made me come on, like, fuck it. Got my company out the way and shit. So trying to think where we're gonna start at. Cause I got a lot of stuff. One thing that was noticeable though, I was over there. I was tired of that. So thank you for thank you for going live. Yeah, I didn't even well, I was waiting for a minute and I guess she was late because she was supposed to start at 12. And know it's gonna be kind of a delay. Okay. Yeah, I was kind of late. I mean, she was kind of late, and fuck happened. I got tired of waiting, so I fixed me something to eat and it's shit. Did I check back? I don't think I checked back after that. I think I watched another video. So I was like, fuck it. We're gonna hit go live. And here I am. Going live because I got a lot of shit. I was trying to put this shit in sequential order. Oh yeah, I was at the neutral zone and everybody was going over to Knowledge, but I didn't go over there. I'm about to roll up and listen to you. Oh, that's what's up, Sash. That's what's up. Yeah, I used to watch the Neutral Zone, but ran, but she would have a good topic, but it seemed like when she get a lot of people on there, and it start going this way, that way, this way, up, down, across the street, and it'd be kind of all over. I try to get a feel for it, and I still got a feel for her. I think if she holds it down by herself, just like Nala does, I think she'll be good and she'll be okay. You know, she really would. Welcome to the room, Positive Minds. Yeah, so yeah, like I was saying, I got a lot of old stuff, and I need some of this stuff I need a screenshot. Shouts out to the beauty. She sent me all of this. And I'm trying to think, where the hell do I want to start at? Because it's so much. It's so much, man. It's so much to the point. Man. And you would have to see some of these videos. Damn. Let's see. Yeah, man, I got like shit, 12, about like 12 videos. Like I said, I don't know where to start. You know something? Okay. I'm gonna play these few to start off with. Uh let's see. I do need a screenshot though. That way y'all can be able to see this shit. Was shit. They went from one state to another state. We was in California, then we went to Vegas. We went to Texas, Miami, shit. I don't know. Yeah, a lot of people get up there and start going left, like you said. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't. I like you kind of stay on topic. You know what I'm saying? Because then, I mean, you get confusing like that. Then it's like fuck. What the fuck are we talking about? What I mean, what what meaning does it have? You know what I'm saying, to the conversation? That's why the host gotta, kind of keep it under control. And she does. She does. And if it's still like that, yeah, I don't think I, what I'm saying, will want to go back over there until I start seeing, her do some shit on her own. So that's what made me follow Nyla, because she did a lot of shit on her own before she started really letting people up there. And that was, pretty cool when she did. I mean, she kept the, crowd in control, and she stayed on topic. She let people know when they go left, like, look, stay on topic. Yeah, yeah, I need to show y'all the screenshot of this shit. So this is what I'm finna do. That's a minute. So this is a lot of Facebook posts that I receive. Okay. Can y'all hear me? Press one if you can hear me. Press one if you can hear me. Okay, cool. Yeah, it had crashed, and I forgot to insert myself back into the chat. I'm so no to talk to my goddamn self right after I goddamn. Oh shit. Uh okay. As I was saying, if you look at shit, hold up. Let me see. Where is the fuck stop cam? Yeah, there we go. All right. Yeah, if you look at it's what you call it right here. I want to make sure it's supersized up on my side. Okay, let's see. There we go. All right. I don't know if y'all can see that date, but she wrote April 23rd, 2017. Yes, there are gentlemen out there who still take women on dates, play the tab, and buy flowers. I think she meant pay the tab and buy flowers. Now I'm gonna go ahead and play this again. I'm gonna commentate on this because I want y'all to peep something. Hold on. I want y'all to peep something. Shit. Okay, gotta go right here. All right. Okay. Now, after analyzing this, put two to two together, that our brother Priest. Hold on, you couldn't hear it? Oh shit. Y'all couldn't hear it? Oh, I got so many things over here. You couldn't hear it? Okay. Damn. I know y'all can see it, but y'all couldn't hear it. Fuck. All right. Let me play it again. On. Taking forever to just come outside. Sitting in the rain. I just had a date. I don't know if I want to go on a date, but you know, he been my friend for a long time. I haven't really been dating like I should, but people been encouraging me to date. We had crab, and anybody that's from DC, you know, it's hard to get some crab, good crab in ATL. So he said, "You want some seafood?" I was like, "Hell yeah, I want some seafood, nigga!" Oh, look, some flowers.
sweetheart, right? I was like, thank you, thank you. God still buying the flowers, y'all. Don't lose hope, ladies. Don't lose hope.
All right. Okay. Now things are kind of uh opening up to why she definitely started going hard real quick for him. What's up, Owens? Welcome to the room. It really makes sense now. I know it's probably more, but you saw okay, that's an old message. But yeah, y'all heard her clearly, right? So, like I said, that this video right here was done on April 23rd, 2017 at 9:59 p.m. That's when it was uploaded. I'm pretty sure she probably did it an hour or two early. But what I'm trying to say is, priest then gave us some goddamn flowers. And she hasn't had that in a long time. He messed up. I know he was trying to be a gentleman. That's why I keep on telling you he was trying to be a gentleman. I wish Gemini was her. He's being too nice. He's been a real gentleman, y'all. And that's where he fucked up at. Right. That's where they met. Oh, exactly. Oh damn. Hold up. Let me go ahead. Now that I'm in the room. Let me go ahead and get y'all modded up. Positive line. Hold on. Oh shit. That's right. Hey, sassy and positive. I'm gonna get y'all modded up. Just give me some time. Okay, once again, it's been fucked up. I don't know. It seemed like tonight is crashing for some goddamn reason, y'all. I don't know why. I seriously don't. Press one if you can hear me. I want to make sure y'all can hear me. I don't be talking. That's when it all started to go downhill from there. Now I didn't start going downhill from there. It took some time. Well, I ain't gonna say some time, but she definitely rushed it. Cause like I said, you know what I'm saying, this nigga done brought her flowers, you know what I'm saying? But she put on her that uh he paid the tab and he bought the flowers. But when it all came out, they went Dutch. So that goes to show you this is proof right here. That motherfuckers be, you know what I'm saying, show you them flowers and shit on Instagram. Most of all the motherfucking chicks ain't getting that shit. Welcome to the room, Ebony Man. You do know that could be a classic Ray the Rat fake move for views, right? Because she need either line there or line later. Yeah, yeah. Like I said, I just got this one. This is an old clip now. This is an old clip from off of Facebook. Got some more. I got some more. But let me get some water. My fucking mouth trying up. Yeah, if I crash, yeah, I'm gonna come right back. Seemed like tonight, this goddamn thing been crashing, and this shit didn't happen yesterday or the day before. It happened one time. I mean, I think early this week. After that, I didn't have no problems out of it crashing. Uh, what I was saying is, Sassy and Positive. I'm gonna get y'all modded up once I switch my account on my phone. I hate to do it now because on the desktop because it might shit crash again. So I don't want that to happen. But like I was saying, y'all, but that goes to show you. Let me pull it back up. It goes to show you what stunting on Instagram go wrong, and it's basically a case of a tale of it. Some I could have shared the fucking audio. Okay, damn. So button for I could share the audio. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna play it again. I want y'all to let me know if y'all heard. I want y'all press 2 if y'all heard once I share it and play it.
Sitting in the car waiting for my daughter to bring her ass on. Take forever to just come outside.
Can y'all hear it?
Sitting in the rain. Just had a date. I don't know if I want to call it a date, but he been my friend for a long time. I haven't really been dating like I should. But people been encouraging me to date. We had crab, and anybody that's from DC, it's hard to get some crab, good crab in the ATL. So he said, "You want some seafood?" I was like, "Hell yeah, I want some seafood." Oh look, some all right. I was like, "Thank you, thank you." God still bowing flowers, y'all. Don't lose hope, ladies. Don't lose hope.
Okay. Yeah, cool. I got that feature. I don't gotta hook my what's call up. So I was using it's kind of complicated over here, but hope y'all understand. I could have did that from the get. It's a button. Yeah, that's what definitely makes this better than a little bit better than Google Hangout. I click this button and it'll share the audio. Then I used to have to actually have a output to play the feedback to y'all of the sound. Uh, but yeah, like I said, it goes to show you she lied right here. She made it seem like he paid the tab. And he bought flowers. I gotta ask about that. He bought them flowers. Yeah, that's what definitely made her hurry up and rush that shit. She ain't had a nigga do that to her on a long ass time. Man, she was happy than a motherfucker. I found the one. That's why she got to talking about that husband shit. Oh yeah, oh man, I got another one for y'all. I got another one. Hold on, let me pull that one up. Yeah, I got another one. I ran across Damo's dad on Facebook. He seems to be a cool dude. HVAC tech. Has Ray's family as friends, but not Ray. Wow. Wow. Yeah, priest right then. It's something that went on to where he like fuck that. It gotta be something. Then he probably don't want to be attached to it because he know that he doing a lot of shit. I mean, she doing a lot of shit. Then he probably know about the situation of his address being out there because of her shit. Yeah. She can't sit here talk about her family and shit. It's probably only a small portion of her family that really fuck with her. She come on this motherfucker making it seem like, She got family everywhere. Oh shit! Excuse me. I was gonna say, yeah, yeah, I seen a picture of him. Yeah, she does. She favors him in a lot of ways. Uh, the face wise, she looks like him, but the head shape and all that, she got a mama head shape. Yeah, she got a mama head shape. Let's see. Trying to get myself comfortable and shit. That way I won't get tired so fucking quick. Yeah, there we go. All right. Welcome to the room, Peace Cobbler. But yeah, we found some old shit on Facebook that we retracting on some lies. Like I said, with this video I just played, she has in the title, yes, there are gentlemen out there who still take women on dates, play the tab, what she meant to pay the tab, and buy flowers too. So that's why I kept on saying, like, damn, what made her rush this situation right here? And that kind of added, saying, a little fuel to a motherfucking fire. He bought her flowers. That's what I told you. The dude was being too nice, y'all. It's like I said, I told Jim and I wish. Oh, you didn't get the notification? Yeah, the notifications is kind of acting up with everybody. I hate the old channel is, saying we down on that because with the old channel, uh, shit, we at least have like shit. How many people are here now? I think like 10. So we got 17 now. That's what's up. Uh, we have at least like 25. Yeah, like I said, I decided to do this at the last spare minute also. So I didn't give, like an hour or something like I usually do, like an hour or more. Tomorrow I'm gonna do it. Cause I plan to go live at 3 o'clock Central Standard Time. Uh might have some fam over and shit. So probably have to excuse the background noise when you hear it tomorrow. But for right now, pretty much cool. And we're gonna like I said, tomorrow I'm gonna do that tax lane investing. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. It's gonna be open ordeal. STL, remember he said he didn't pay the whole tab, so she probably lying on live about the flowers and tab to make it look like a great date. Right, right. I wish y'all would have heard Bob when I told her this. Bob said she she Bob probably listened to that, but Bob said she probably took those from a cemetery. I said, damn, you could at least said she took them out somebody's yard. Oh shit. Oh, but I was rolling. I was rolling, man, when Bob said that. Oh man. Let's see. We got another one. Uh we got another one. Let's see here. Bear with me a second. Hell, I'll get situated. Okay, control. Oh, wrong damn thing. Hold up. Control H. Send a new goddamn tab. Shit. Uh, let's see. Play the third one. All right, let's go ahead and play this first one. That's what it do. Hold on. Going to screen share. Control tab. Yeah, there we go. Okay. I think I hold on. Let me try it again. So I'll make sure I hit that what you call it. Yeah. Nah, they didn't hit it last time. Control tab. Yeah. There we go. We on that. All right. On this post, she this was January the 10th, 2016. Talking about, are black women comfortable with being a hoe? Now, I want y'all to listen to this shit and tell me what y'all think of it. Listen.
Just straight up, my life is crazy. You guys have no idea what it's like to live my life. I'm the YouTube Facebook video chick. Like the stuff that I be experiencing, I be having to reevaluate my life choices. You have no idea what it means to be a walking YouTube or Facebook.
Okay. I know that shit probably loud as fuck. It was loud on my end. All right, I'm finna play it again. Let me know if I need to turn it up a little bit.
Facebook video. That's me. It was one of my homeboys' birthday party. It was his birthday. He's in the military, so there's a lot of military people in there. I walked through the door. Only a handful of people know me, so I'm like, yes, safe environment. I'm like, yes, I can chill. No one here knows I'm the YouTube video girl. Yeah. No one here can say, hey, I saw your video on Facebook. I see my homeboy Mike. He's like, yo, what's up, Sauce Right? Make a video. I'm like, right here? Like, you want me to make like a video like now? Really? Really? Make a video? I'm supposed to make a video right here? Like, no, I'm playing, get you something to drink, get you something to eat. I'm like, cool. I grab a seat at the table. It's 5 other people sitting there. It's the only seat left, so I sit down. Next to me is a light-skinned dude. Next to him is this real cool chick. And next to her is this RN. And across from me is the guy who's sitting next to me, Franny. He's from Brooklyn. And sitting on this side of me comes a chick in a small little dress or whatever. Now, mind you, it's wintertime in this bitch. So immediately I'm like, why is she dressed like this? But, I try to pay this shit no attention. Let's go over this again, shall we? Next to me is light-skinned dude. Next to him is cool chick. Next cool chick is a nurse. Next to the nurse is dude from Brooklyn, who is a light-skinned dude next to me. And next to Brooklyn is chick in a short dress. So we shooting the shit. Everybody laughing, everybody drinking, everybody cool, okay? Hour and a half goes by. I'm looking through my phone. Now, mind you, the guy next to me sees the promo. He looks at my phone. Now, this is when shit get real, okay? I'm like, excuse me, I'm going to go to the bathroom. I go to the bathroom, I freshen myself up, pee or whatever. Come back, chick in a short dress, like, yo, you blasted me on Facebook. Bitch, I don't even know who you are. You are who? You told everybody I was a hoe and I stole your man. I was like, wait. What is this bitch talking about? This chick is clearly cuckoo. I know me. I ain't gonna blast nobody on Facebook for no reason. So the first thing I ask her is, what you do? Cause for I know me. If I blast you, you are the king or queen of fuckery. She's like, I got his name for you. Tells me the dude name. This pitiful excuse of a man she named was supposed to go on a cabin trip with me earlier this year to Knoxville, and it was a group of us going. And instead of him going with me days before, he decided he wanted to go alone instead of us going as a couple like we were supposed to. If you go to my website, sansaray.com, I actually have a link up there of the story about the cabin trip. But let me get to the point about how comfortable Black women are with being hoes. Now, Don't get it twisted. It might be hoes of other races walking around here. Maybe some taco eating hoes, hot dog eating hoes, maybe some chicken and dumpling eating hoes. But we're not talking about them, okay? We're talking about African American women and their hoe tendencies and how comfortable they are with being that. Now, mind you, this chick was like totally mad at me. She was like, bitch, you blasted me on Facebook. So she was a little heated, and I could tell. Now, she lets me know that she spent the entire trip with him and they did whatever. I'm like, did you have sex with him? And she said no. I said, well, let me tell you something. Nobody told me your name or that it was you or what you even look like. What they told me was that they watched him having sex with another chick because him and the chick were very comfortable with having sex in front of everyone. So I asked her again. I said, did you have sex with him? She said, yeah. I'm like, did you know him before we went on the trip? She's like, no. And I'm like, you don't think that that's some hoe shit? Me calling you a hoe on Facebook, you don't think that that's an accurate description of your ass? And she's like, no. And I'm like, well, that's where me and you different. Because let me tell you something about going anywhere. If I decide to leave Atlanta, okay? If I decide to leave Atlanta and I know I'm going with a group of people who are from Atlanta and I get to wherever destination we going to, I'm not about to be running up behind somebody I don't know, known him for 2 hours and then sleep with him. And then sleep with him the whole trip. They get mad when somebody call me a hoe. That's some whole shit. I guess she felt all braggadocious. She was like, he was running behind me after that. And when we came back to Atlanta, he kept seeing me. Bitch, I'm pretty sure he did because the fucking sign on your forehead says easy pussy. Hello? My God. Ladies, come on, man. You have to do better. I guess she thought because she was sitting in front of me and she was telling me this story that I was just going to change my opinion of what kind of woman she was. I was not. My solid opinion was you're a hoe. And she basically confirmed that night because she was walking around with this tiny dress on with no panties on. Very comfortable, bending over, letting men see all up in her business. I was like, let me get out of here. Meanwhile, Mike on the other side of the room, I look over, I'm like, what up? He like, make a video. Then she proceeds to name every man that I've been in a committed relationship with within the past decade and a half. I didn't even know people keep up with my love life in that way. Then she tells me any man that I get with suddenly becomes a celebrity. I know I'm a popular person. I know I'm influential. But celebrity, in order for a man that I'm dating to become a celebrity, I would have to be a celebrity myself. So when people tell me this, because she's not the first person to tell me something like that, she's like the fifth person to tell me something like that. And I only hear that from women. But for her to know my whole facts, for her to know every man I done been in a relationship with for the past decade, and I mean relationship, not jump off, not just some guy I was screwing, the men I was in real solid relationships with. She named these dudes, and there's only like three, and she just named them. And I'm looking at her like, bitch, how the fuck do you know every dude I don't fuck with? I don't even know your name. And she tells me that these men told her about me. Fellas, you're talking too much. Come on, son. Come on. Now, understand if you were a certain type of woman, if you tell people that you dated this woman, it might make you look better. But to me, that still make you look like a bitch. You know what I'm saying? That's not something that you want to be discussing. There is a competition between women who call themselves ladies and women who call themselves bad bitches. Okay, and I don't even know if bad bitch is the name for what these hoes are calling themselves. But the only thing I can think of to call these hoes is hoe, toxic trick, tramp, cum bucket, skeezer. I can't think of shit else because I don't spend that much time thinking about these hoes. But I can tell you this: the fact that this woman knew who I dealt with and she slept with these men, and she felt comfortable with that, and came to this party in the middle of winter with this tight dress on and no panties. The way that she felt comfortable with this, why is this way of dressing and looking comfortable to women? Like, when I used to take my modeling pictures, because people always try to bring up when I took pictures in Smooth and King and Straight Stunt and all these magazines because I was half naked, they try to say, well, how could you be the kind of woman you are and you took those kind of pictures? Here's the difference between me and women who are walking around living every day like this. Me taking these kind of pictures and me doing the things I was doing was my job. job. That's what I was doing for a living. I wasn't going around coming home being some kind of thought trap or hoe. That's the difference. And there's a lot of girls out there, and I try to tell men all the time. These women that you're seeing in these magazines and these videos and whoever else, these women are strippers, porn stars, escorts, and men don't want to believe me. Majority of the women that you're seeing is doing hip hop videos and magazines and all that stuff. They're dancers, exotic dancers. They're porn stars. They're escorts. That's who these women are. Even though I wasn't doing any of those things and I was modeling, only a handful of girls was just modeling and that's it. But people tend to put you inside of that category. I feel like as a Black woman, now that I've experienced what I've experienced and I've learned so much about what it means to be a woman or a lady in general, there are certain things that you don't do when it comes to respecting yourself. And you can't really knock everybody's hustle as a woman either. Like, you can't knock anybody's history. People go through things and they experience different things and they grow on their own level. People are doing the best they can with what they know. But what I can say, what I am in a position to say as a Black woman is simply this. You have women like Steph Curry, wife, she was saying just recently on Twitter how women dressed half naked. The trends now is to dress half naked, and she would prefer to dress classy. And then all of these women just went in on her, and it's like, really, like so many women are so comfortable with showing their body like it's a necessity because they want so much attention from men. See, this woman is married. She already has a husband. So really, whatever she needed to do in order to get a husband, or if she felt like she needed to do to get a husband, she's already done. And I'm pretty sure none of it had anything to do with her dressing half naked. So that's an example right there for women that you don't have to do all that in order for you to get a man. But a lot of women are dressing that way, thinking that that's what's going to make them get a man. And to be honest with you, it's too many men out there telling me that that's the kind of woman that they want anyway. Last guy I dated was basically like, the finer she is, the fatter her ass is, the more she walking around dressed like Nicki Minaj, the more I'm going to think she the shit. And that's a shallow mindset to me. Like, it's a lot of men inside of the African American community who have a shallow mindset. And so as I'm sitting at this house party and I'm seeing this woman be a hoe, and these men saying things to her that's proving she's a hoe, and she's sitting there laughing, thinking that they are joking with her and not laughing at her, I'm like, this bitch has no idea. Yeah. And it could have been because she keeps trying to say she grew up in the hood. I'm like, maybe that's what's up, but I grew up in the hood, okay? I spent part of my life in the hood, and I spent part of my life living privilege. So I know it's really good. You know what I mean? There's a little bit of hood in me, and there's a little bit of privilege in me. I kind of got a balance, but I had to learn my lesson the hard way. I had to learn my lesson that the way that I was behaving and acting wasn't really conducive to, what I wanted people to believe I was. Like, that was not me. It was like, I would be this to take a picture, and then I would turn around and go home and be like this wholesome like chick, and then people would be surprised. I mean, even if in my last relationship, like, I really did some kinky shit for him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had to turn myself into some kind of freak because that's the kind of woman that he wanted. And I had men really complain about how I wasn't sexual enough. And here I was going out my way, to try to make the last man I was with stay around. And I was doing all of these sexual stuff and dressed all provocatively and doing whatever he asked me to do sexually, and it still got me nowhere with him. So, ladies, I'm here to tell you, just because you got some good pussy or some fat pussy or whatever the case may be, that is not what's going to keep a man. You can walk around here in your red bottoms and your butt shots and your weave and all of this stuff, and a nigga will still leave you. He will still leave you. You could be a smart chick, you could be a pretty chick, you could be a wholesome chick. Any kind of chick you try to pretend you are, you can still get cheated on. It don't matter. You can be yourself. It don't matter, because when a man cheat on you or when he loses interest, 9 times out of 10, it really ain't got nothing to do with you. It got to do with where he's staying in his own life. You know what I mean? If you trying to do your best to keep a man around and you ain't doing nothing fucked up like cheat on him or something crazy like that, and you know you a good woman and this nigga still cheat on you, it don't have nothing to do with you. You know, a lot of men just do them because that's what they want to do. You know what I'm saying? So I'm here to tell women, like, stop trying so hard to get these men to pay attention to you. Wear your panties, man. Can you put your panties on? All this weave, all this extra stuff, it's just too much. You know, I don't know if you trying to damn leave the house to impress a whole bunch of bitches that don't like you, or whether you going out the house to, you know, dress up for, get some more attention from men. Stop being so comfortable with being hoes. That's not what's gonna make you a better woman. You want to live that glamorous life so bad, you want that attention so bad because you're not used to getting it from whoever. You know, it's being whole in yourself. Because once you're whole in yourself, you really don't need all that extra shit. To be honest with you, all of that attention from men and stuff, or if it's the wrong kind of attention, you really don't need it. After you whole, it's like, whatever, you know, after you stop giving a fuck about what people feel about you, you just be chilling. Because I know for me, I really don't care. Like, I really don't care.
All right, all right, all right. Now, now listening to that makes you think like, really? What do y'all think about all that shit she just said? I wanted y'all to that story that she was talking about, you know, in the beginning. That shit sound like it was made up. Cause I mean, you gotta, really think about it. You know what I'm saying? If a chick come to her like that, talking about, these niggas told me you this, you that, blah blah blah, that'd have been a grounds for a fight. But the way she was making it seem like they was at a cabin trip and they all got along, and basically she was the good woman in the situation, but the other girl was a motherfucking freak and a hoe. Like, come on. You got all these other niggas there, and you the only one that's being a good conservative woman. It doesn't sound right to me. Be who you really are. No one cares. It's the line that makes you look bad. Sounds right. Real talk. Real talk. Let me pick up the other one. She always makes up stories and to tell on herself, right? Exactly. I just can't get it. You know, they invite the one freak out, and you the only conservative chick up in the motherfucking mix. Come on, man. You talking about they felt comfortable as fuck with fucking in front of each other. Best and believe that she motherfucking joined in too. She joined in too. Come on now, Sansa Ray, for real. And who is going to say make a video right now when you can walk in to a party? Right. I guess it was a group trip from what she was saying. But like I said, the story don't it kind of makes sense, but it kind of don't when you get to kind of, thinking it out in your mind, trying to play the whole scenery out in your mind. It doesn't, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't sound right. It doesn't sound right at all. Let me see. I got another one. Shit, I said I got another one. I got quite a few more. I just want y'all to listen to that, how that story was. I was like, man, that shit don't even make no motherfucking sense. None whatsoever. Let's see. Okay. We play the flower one. 'Cause, Uh, oh yeah, I'm gonna play this one right here. I'm definitely gonna play this one right here. Hold up. Let's see. Uh, one, two, three. One, two, three. I think this might be it. Okay, no, that's not it. No, that's not it. And this might be it. Yeah, this is it. Okay. Now this video, y'all gotta listen to this bitch. She was feeling herself real motherfucking good. I mean, real good. Okay. Make sure it's playing. She got up in her. This was done April the 14th, 2017. So remember the first video I played y'all with the flowers? That was let me see. January, February, March, April. Hold the fuck up. When did I say that the video with the flowers was made? Yeah, Bomb Channel is gone. Yeah, it's gone. But the other one is up. Uh she said that Arsidium did flag it. He did threaten to flag it. He did threaten to flag. Yeah, yeah. You said 2000. No. It wasn't April 2016. That the one I just played. Yeah, that was it. I'm talking about the first one with the flowers. That one 2016. Hold on. Y'all gotta make me go back. Let's see. Let me see. Add recently closed. Yeah, let me try that one. No, April the 23rd, 2007. Okay. Yeah. The one with the flowers, April 23rd, 2017. This video right here, I'm getting ready to play, is April the 14th, 2017. Okay. She posted this at 3:11 a.m. Trying to think. Cause that was the first date. And this was like a couple of days. Hold up. Okay. This was 10 days before the one I'm getting ready to play is 10 days before the flower one. So I'm gonna go ahead and play this and tell me what y'all think.
A lot of stuff is not making any sense to me today. Let me tell you something that doesn't make sense to me, fellas. If you get in a relationship with a woman who can support your goals, finance your goals, encourage you to be a better man, this is a woman that you need to keep up with. This is not a woman that you need to be trying to get rid of at all, because a woman like that is very, very difficult to find. There's a lot of women out here, all right, who are expecting men to already have their empire together. It's not a lot of women that'll go out there and build that empire with you. When you have somebody that you could be a power couple with, and you two can go out there and grind together, that's some shit right there that people, that's being born now never experienced. Okay? You remember back in the day, your grandparents still married to each other, your parents still married.
I don't know. This goddamn thing is freezing up.
Married to each other, people getting married and staying married 30 or 40 years. You know why? Because they know how to do stuff together. And there's too many men out here that's trying to do everything on their own. Some men don't even know who they are until the woman in their life showed them their potential. Remember that.
Okay. Yeah, this one was made on April 14th, 2017. Mm,
A lot of stuff is not making any sense to me today.
okay. I see what happened. Turn the screen sharing off. Stop screen sharing. Okay. Yeah, that was made, like I said, 2017, uh, on the 14th. And then 10 days, 9 days after that, then came the flower one. That's the flower one. That's when she met Priest. But that's when I thought was made after the flower one. Like I said, I got so many videos. But oh shit. Let me cut this shit off. All right. So like I said, that one made me, what I'm saying, listening to her. I'm like, damn, she feeling herself, you know what I'm saying? So it just made me think, what made a motherfucking do this video? Well, she probably was trying to be like a Derek Jackson, because that's what it looked like. Show what it looked like. Let me read the chat a little bit. He said tonight he flagged it because of bullying. Oh yeah. Yeah, Bomb Channel got flagged. Yeah. She said it's gone. So I know her other one she able to go live on, but she said she wasn't gonna do nothing tonight. So let me see. Trying to think. I want to play. Let me play a couple more. I didn't get a chance to look through all of them, so it's a lot of them that we gonna be able to play, and a lot of them that we got. Let me see what this one about. Okay, that was her and her mama. Yeah, I already played that one. Shit. Let's see. Yeah, shouts out to the beauty. She sent me a gang of videos. Like I said, I'm not on YouTube. This one, her and let me play this one. Cause her and O'Shea did a collab. You know something? Let me find that one with her and Phil. Yeah, y'all want to see that one? The one with her and Phil. Press one if you want to see the one with her and Phil. I'm find that one. Cause that shit was too hilarious. Listening to her and motherfucker what's called. I know I've been told you I was gonna try to find that one. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna fuck with that one. Okay, I got 14 people in her. Yeah, sure do. All right, YouTube. Oh shit. Phil. Five Sons Ray. Yeah, it should come up. Damn, where is that one at? Damn. Okay, Phil got another channel. I didn't know that. Yeah, let me put that to my watch later. I'm trying to find the one with him and Sansa Ray. Yeah, that's the one I'm definitely trying to find. I know it's real old, y'all. I wonder if he hid it or took it down. It wasn't too long ago. It was like a good 3, maybe 4 years. Yeah. Yeah, it was like 3 or 4 years ago. It was before she got with Priest, though. Let's see. Egyptian Air did a video 2 years ago. Damn, Phil, where's that video at? He must have hit it, y'all. I don't see it. I really don't. Yeah, bro, I'm trying to skim through as much as I can to see if I can find it. That shit was too funny. I'm saying the shit about. Hold on, let me put it on her last name. Maybe that might. Maybe that might help. No, sir. Okay, tell you what. Let me go to this. Let me search through this. Oh, okay, cool. We got it. 2 years ago. All right. I got it right here. Yeah. I got it. Yeah, I gotta see this shit. Oh man. Screen share. Contact. Oh shit. Hold on, yeah, I gotta start it over. Fuck. I gotta get used to clicking this down, what you call it, at the bottom. So the audio could be able to kick in. Okay, here we go. Okay. Yeah, shit crashed again, y'all. Yeah, my shit crashed again. Yeah, I know y'all don't hear that. My shit had crashed. Okay. Well, you finna get it right now. Okay. Make sure I shut audio. Okay. Should kick in right now. Okay. Let me try the F11 again. Okay, y'all can see it, right? All right, let me go ahead and play it.
Critical of me would turn my name into like different names. You know what I mean? Like take a piece of my name and add on something ugly attached to it. And as time went on, it started, people start calling me this one name. They start calling me Host Array. And so I was like, well, I know I'm a positive person. I'm a happy person. Anybody who's been following my channel, you know, I'm all about happiness. And Saray actually means sunshine. And so
Okay.
I was like, you know what? Call me Sunshine.
Okay. All right. So it definitely has a relation to your name. So,
Mm-hmm.
the reason why everyone I say why is Sunset Ray here? Sunset Ray has made a video, speaking about her life and what she dealt with as a child, and some tragedies she dealt with. So I said I felt that some things that
Okay, yeah, it's buffing and shit.
was saying maybe could inspire other people that's possibly dealing with that right now, or maybe you can prevent these things from happening. But before we get into that, Son Saray, could you tell people who don't know much about you at all just a little bit about yourself?
Well,
Shit, everybody know anything about this motherfucker right here.
currently I have a company called Block 11, and it's a magazine. And what I do is we do the media coverage for charities and philanthropies. Charities and like events, maybe 4K walks, maybe things of that nature. Anything that has to do with a commemorative month, like breast cancer awareness, so diabetes, any of those um, types of things. We do the media coverage for.
Hey, y'all tripped off how this bitch dressed up. Y'all tripped off how the rat is dressed straight, dressed up, got her pearls on, got her Sunday dress on, this shit. That old ass motherfucking bed at the back. That's a straight flea market bed. Oh shit. That same purple motherfucking robe that she was sleeping in her baby daddy house with. I mean, she made sure she motherfucking put a little Sunday dress on and everything. And she want to sit here talking about somebody call her host array. They say that shit on motherfucking line. They ain't say that shit in your reality. So I mean, why would you be tripping off this shit? Cyberbullying. Bitch, ain't nobody cyberbullying your ass. Fuck out of her. Motherfuckers spotted your ass on for your bullshit.
I also like to um, feature celebrities who do give back to the community. A lot of people don't get to see the positive parts in relation to these celebrities. You see the drama, you see maybe if it's an artist and they did the performance or they came out with a new album, but you never see how often they give back to the community. So Block 11 is a relation to that. But before that, I was a model for a very, very long time. I was an urban model, eye candy model for 6 years. And
Okay.
I've been doing a little bit of the TV personality work. Not anything any really serious, but I've been trying to just use my YouTube channel as a way to spread a little bit more positivity inside of the Black community.
Okay. So let's take you back to the video itself when you spoke about your childhood. Now, did you grow up with your mom and your dad, or just your mom?
No, I grew up with my mom, my aunts, and my cousins, and all female.
Okay, and what happened with your dad?
My dad, he was around the first.
Fuck out of here. You know where your daddy where your daddy at. Your mama was a side chick. She was a madam. Fuck out of here. She don't know.
Part of my life, but
Hmm.
my dad was pretty much a dope dealer and a hustler. So he really wasn't, interested in doing the whole fatherly thing.
I told y'all. Yeah, she said her daddy was a dope dealer and a hustler. That's the same damn thing, you dumb bitch. Oh my god. Oh shit. I mean, she. Oh my god, she went all the way down. Hey, remind me to look at these comments also, cause last time I read them, this shit was funny. This shit was funny, man. Looking at them damn comments. Oh shit. Let me read some of the chat. Uh, let's see. She really do look like Joanna, man. She said the same thing about Damo's dad. He was a dope dealer in the hustles. Right. This chick is just a fucking man. I don't know. She's a fucking a fantasy, a fantasy giver in her own little world. She's a reality star. She's a motherfucking computer engineer, a motherfucking relationship counselor. Oh my god. Let's get back to this dumb bitch. All
I
right.
was his second child, actually. I
Hmm.
have an older brother. He's 40. I'm 36. But my father was never in either of our lives. But my mother did actually end up in a relationship with a new man. And that guy, my stepfather, was, a little bit father figure to me.
Okay, and when it comes to your dad when you was a child at the time, how did you feel when he wasn't around?
I didn't realize he wasn't around until I started seeing other families, and I started recognizing that everyone had a mother and father but me. Like, it wasn't until maybe I hit high school, maybe like middle school, the end of middle school, high school, and I started noticing that I was longing for something. It was almost like I had this empty void I needed to fill, and I couldn't figure out what it was for a long time. And then I figured it out in high school. Oh, okay. And I actually didn't look for him. He was gone. I actually didn't look for him until I got into my, till I was about 19, 20, when I had my daughter.
So did you actually get in contact with him?
Yes. It took a long time because initially, at first, I was looking for a long time and I couldn't find him. And back then, I'm 36, so back then there was like no internet. You know what I mean? You had like the white pages, yellow pages, stuff like that. So you couldn't.
But hold up. You just said you was around some family members and you was seeing them then. So why would you need a motherfucking Okay, y'all. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Yeah, it crashed. Yeah. Reason why I be crashing is because I don't have it directly connected into the I'm using Wi-Fi, and I don't have it directly connected into the modem itself. Yeah, I'm sitting there but talking and talking. I was talking probably like a good 20 seconds before I noticed it. Let me go back to the. Let's see here. Make sure share audio. Okay. But yeah, this chick, man, she just makes shit up as she go along, just so the shit can sound good. It's just what it is. But this motherfucking dressing these goddamn fucking pearls. Sounds right. What the? Oh my god, this bitch look like she motherfucking straight working the White House or something. Oh shit, like she a motherfucking first grade school teacher and shit. All she needs is the fucking glasses. Oh fuck. uh let's see. How many people rocking in her? Okay, we at 21. I understand this situation. My father wasn't around, but his family was active in my life, which was confusing because I used to think like I have all these loving uncles and cousins, side, what side did? Oh, okay. I get what you're saying though, Jessica. But she said she didn't really trip off until high school. That's the thing. You said that's her mama outfit. That's Big Kathy outfit. Hell no. All right, let's get back to this dumb bitch.
Really find people. So when the internet did come around, I started digging initially, but I couldn't find them at first. And then I found them when I was 27. And I called my grandmother. I actually looked up his mom because she's the last person I remember. I remember seeing him when I was 6 and meeting her. And she was actually around me longer than he was. I just remember him being there for a couple of minutes. We did a little dance and then I danced on his shoes and then he left. Then I stayed with my grandma for a little bit, for a little longer. So I looked for her in the on like the yellow pages online and I found her and I called her and I said, "Hey, Grandma, this is Sansaray." And the first thing she says to me is, "You know, your daddy still ain't shit." So,
Like really? Oh my god. I can't believe that. I will believe it if it came out down the line in the conversation, but I cannot believe it. Like that's the first thing that was said out of her mouth. Sit here saying about her daddy ain't shit, but she's the grandmother. She would at least reached out herself. Don't y'all think? You know, we know Kathy was a side bitch. So I mean, uh, what side did where where did this guy come from? Which was my father. Oh, okay. Oh, Okay. Okay, man. This shit, man, is steady motherfucking crashing, man. Damn. I'm getting in the groove with this shit. Okay. That's what I'm gonna do. Because I think it's too much by this output of this app. Not this app. Well, this program of StreamYard, and I got the YouTube playing, and I think it's crossing. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just play the audio. I'm gonna have to play the audio. So yeah, it keeps crashing. So I think it's gonna crash less. Yeah, it's gonna crash less. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Let's see here. Let's see 609.
And I said, Grandma,
Okay. Yeah, this motherfucker got 69 dislikes, 170 likes, 21,000 views. But I'm gonna go back over to the yeah, what's that noise? Damn. Yeah, I'm gonna play the audio, y'all. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm just play the audio.
this sounds right. And the first thing she says to me is, you know, your daddy still ain't shit. So, if you're calling to try to build a relationship with him, he's still the same. He did not change with time. And I thought that was amazing that that's the first thing she said to me
Mm-hmm.
before we could even get into another conversation. But anyway, I did end up talking to him and we did have an ongoing relationship for about 3 months. And then he had a woman call me and tell me to stop calling him because I was too old and I didn't need to be looking for my father, and that he couldn't have kids, and even if he did, he didn't want any. And so it was very hard to talk to him after that.
Now, I I'm sorry, y'all. I can't. I'm not saying those words were never said to a child before, but the order how she's saying it, I just can't fathom it because it seems like if he hated her but didn't know her. I mean, even though they don't know each other, I can't just imagine. No, no. I mean, I just can't grasp. I can't grasp that, y'all. That's what that man said. I really can't. And if he did, that's he must be real fucked up. He got to be real fucked up. To say some shit like that. Uh, let's see. Yeah, this shit don't sound right. I'm just gonna keep it 100. It doesn't sound right. All right, let's get back to this bitch.
So, how did you feel like, okay, you went through all these years without your father in your life, and then you finally find him, have a relationship with him, and then it's like you're going through the same thing all over again. Did that really crush you a little bit more than before?
I think, well, no, I think it crushed me worse when I went to go look for him. Like, for me, not everything is a happily ever after. Like, you know how sometimes you see two people reunite, and it's like, oh, I've been looking for you, such and such. You know,
Mm-hmm.
that's not how that went. Because my thing is, when a man doesn't want to be a father, he simply doesn't want to be that. When a man wants to be a father, he's around. So him not being there that whole time, I kind of felt a little rejected. Like, is it me that he didn't want, or is it that he didn't want to be with my mother? Or is it that, this is all the things that were going through my mind. So I asked him all of these questions, all the questions about relationships and how could I keep a man and how could I be a better woman? All of these questions I was asking him, and the answers, like he told me when I asked him about men, how can I take care of a man? How would I be able to have a decent husband? He says to me, stay in touch with your freaky side. Make sure you stay a hoe, because as long as you stay a hoe, you're gonna always have a man around. And I was like, that's the advice you want to give your daughter? Like, what
Mm-hmm.
kind of advice is that? Is that
Come on now. Do y'all believe that shit? Seriously, do y'all actually believe that man told Sansaray that? I can't see no first conversation going like that, man. I mean, I really can't. The shit don't even it doesn't fucking sound like a motherfucking straight motherfucking Precious, you know, sense of shit scenery off of Precious or something. And I only seen shit parts of fucking Precious. I couldn't watch the shit. At first it looked kind of intriguing, but after people got to tell me the overview of this shit, I'm like, nah, I don't think I want to watch that.
so? He just did not know how to be a father. And after I talked to him when I found him, it was just like I could have just went without this, you know.
Yeah, correct. Because some people, even though they are, like they say, it's a difference between a father and just a sperm donor, and the same thing is the
Exactly.
same thing between a mother and an egg donor.
Right. That's the same thing I'm saying too. I'm sitting here trying to figure this shit out. Like, man, I can't see a man saying all that. Now, and she would have been like, yeah, I went and met my father, and we talked for a minute, and he just, kind of brung it to me and said that, probably, not best since I ain't been in it, since he ain't been in my life all this time. I just go ahead and keep being, growing yourself into a, a nice fine young woman or some shit like that. But this shit right here, this sound like some shit off a fucking movie script. It really does. That was a hard movie to watch. It was, yeah, I'm pretty sure it was. Like I said, I didn't want to watch it. After they said the daughter got pregnant by the mama boyfriend, and what else I heard about this shit? Uh the mama was just sitting up, what I'm saying, letting different dudes run out or some shit. But yeah, I know. I like, nah, I don't think I watch no shit like that. No, I'm good. But listen to this bitch right here, man. I mean, this shit, the shit she's saying, that shit sound like some movie script. I'm just being honest. I can't fathom in my motherfucking mind a guy telling his daughter and those exact words are similar to the shit she just said. I can't see it. I can't hear it. He has to be a fucked up when we drop the baby. Oh man, yeah. Yeah, I don't think I heard about that part. If I did, I can't remember. I just said, no, I don't think I want to watch that. Talking about social workers and shit and all that, no, no, I get too emotional and I get to think about, is it probably some, girls out there in the world living like that? Yeah. Yeah, but this shit right here, man, it sounds like the rat baited this shit up, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I just can't see no man, saying all that shit she said in that way or even similar to that way.
And an egg donor. I mean, just because you can produce kids don't mean you should actually be around. So, people like that, I really advocate them not to be around a child if they're going to be that way. But I want to ask you about, in the video that you had made, you was talking about when you was a little girl and you had some sort of relationship with a boy. How did that relationship transpire to what you had stated in the video about him touching you?
Oh, in middle school.
Okay.
Well, even when I was in middle school, right? I think I
Mm-hmm.
had to be like in sixth grade, seventh grade, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I liked boys before that. I remember the guy I first liked when I was like in fourth grade. Me and him are still friends. Um, when I got to middle school, I ended up with a boyfriend. But in my mind, I was still a virgin to me, even though I had been being molested by my stepfather. In my mind, to me, I was still a virgin because
Wait. Stop. You were molested by your stepfather before we even got to this incident.
yes,
How long was that going on?
that had been going on for years. I mean, I don't know if I can't even.
So with this narrative, when she said this shit right here, she definitely had to stick to. She definitely had to stick to the story. She can't retract this story because if she do, this is going to have to get taken down by Phil because it's false information. So she's going to stick to this story. But if y'all notice, and we all notice, when she get to talking about her stepfather, oh, he was a good, amazing man. I'm like, hold up, what chick would sit there and say that about their, stepfather that did that to him? They kind of, keep it hush or, just keep it at a minimum, shit like that. But shit, I remember seeing in quite a few videos where she sit here talking about, oh, my sister father and my little brother father, they have an amazing father that cared for me. I'm like, wow, I can't see it either. I cannot see it. All right, let's get back to this bitch.
My youngest memory, I just remember walking from. I had to be like 4 or 5, and I can remember the memories of him that far back doing it. Because I remember you remember the apartment you lived in, you remember, as you get older, you remember little memories. But I'm telling you, it had to be happening back that far back because I remember I have some light memories. So by the time I got to the sixth or seventh grade, he had been doing it for a while by then. And the way he trained me to be comfortable with it, it wasn't that I was comfortable. It was almost like I felt like it was normal because no one showed me anything different because he had been doing it when I was so young. So I was just thinking that that's what I was supposed to be doing. I didn't know there was a difference until I got older. So when I got into middle school, I started realizing that I wasn't really liking what was happening between he and I started realizing what sexuality was. You're going through puberty, you start realizing what a boyfriend is or what a girlfriend is, and you start understanding. So when I began to understand, and I ended up with a boyfriend, and by this time my stepfather was gone by then. Like him and my mother had fell out for other reasons, and by this time he was gone. So um, the boyfriend that I had, me and him are the same age, and we're doing, we're going to parties, doing regular middle school stuff, and we went to a party, and we go into a room and we're just, kissing. This is my first time being close to a boy that isn't go close to a male that isn't my, father, my stepfather. I mean, it's not like I would kiss and hold and caress my father, but this guy, he was doing that, and when he went to put his hands in my pants, I freaked out completely. But I think any girl who is a virgin and that's her first time experiencing that with a boy, I think that it's a fear in your heart. But at the same time, the way I panicked, I ran screaming. Like, I think a normal little girl who that wasn't happening to her, she probably wouldn't have been so comfortable with getting that close to him to begin with because we were so young. Or maybe she would have, but at the same time, I think the response would have been more like, "No, I'm not ready," instead of running, screaming, crying. And so when I ran, screaming, and crying, and everyone saw it, you're dealing with middle schoolers, so everyone saw it, and they assumed that I called rape on this guy. And it circulated around the school, and I was chastised for it. And I didn't call rape on him, but that's what everybody believed. And so school officials were involved, and all of the parents started getting involved, and we tried to resolve the situation because it started to be a little bit of division in the school. But what ended up happening is boys praised him for actually getting with a girl, but they shunned me for quote unquote calling rape on him, even though it wasn't something I did. Now I'm still friends with this guy to this day. We're still cool, but
Hold up. Oh my god. You mean to tell me this nigga went around and basically shamed you to make everybody else shame you, and y'all still good friends to this day? I can't buy it, y'all. I cannot buy this.
um, I think I just would have handled it different if I hadn't been molested by my stepfather.
Now, did you ever tell your mother that, hey, he's touching me and it isn't, it's not right? Have you tell your mother anything when that was happening?
Well, I was already a quiet child to begin with. I always been quiet and nerdy. But what my stepfather was telling me was that he said to me, if you tell the truth about what's happening between you and I to anyone, no one's going to believe you. No one's going to believe anything you have to say because you're just a child. So don't tell anybody this. Now, mind you, he's been telling me this from the time I could speak. So either I wasn't talking, or when I would open my mouth, I would tell a lie. And I did that until I was about 17. I was either quiet or I tell a lie because he had trained me to not talk. I was already a quiet person. So the psychological training he did with me was don't tell, don't tell, don't tell. I didn't tell my mother until I was 18.
So,
And he told me she wasn't gonna believe me, and when I told her at 18, she didn't. She
so,
didn't.
so for women that's possibly like right now got a guy or just want to just keep the eyes open, what signs can you give to these moms that, hey, you probably want to look for this, even though because they may not tell, but you know certain signs. So what signs could you give the moms?
Well, here's my thing. You, as mothers, right? We know our children. You know what I'm saying? We know our children. We know when they do the slightest shift. If you're a good mom, you know when their attitude changes, when they're eating different, or they're behaving different, or they're crying more, or they're quieter than usual. The thing about my mother is my mother wasn't paying enough attention. When it was so bad for me that when my mother would come home from work at the same time every day, and sometimes I'll just be standing there. I'll wait for her hours before she come home from work. And before it got as bad as it was, when I started hating it is when it started getting bad. So that's when my behavior changed to where I would just be standing at the window, looking out the window, waiting for her to come home. Before that, I wasn't doing it. But then when I started hating him and hating what was happening to me, every time she came home from work, I would be standing there waiting. And he she would leave him to watch me. So I think as a mom, she should have noticed the difference in that. Like, I wasn't doing that before. Why did I suddenly start doing this? Or like, I was having issues with my vagina, and she didn't know. Like, she would have to put ointment and stuff on my vagina for like rashes, or it would be stretched, or it would be bleeding. And I would be telling her, my vagina hurts, my vagina hurts. but it didn't correlate in her mind. Okay, maybe something she's being molested. You know, you have to pay close attention to your children. Pay attention to what's happening to them. And I'm not saying telling mothers, um, think the worst from the beginning, but at the same time, know your kids so well. I know my daughter so
Right. It's like it's all mixed in with different types of movies. That's what I was saying about the conversation that I pulled from Facebook. The story is it's this shit sound like a fucking movie, like a movie script. Sitting up and talking about, her vagina was hurting all these motherfucking years, all this motherfucking time. Your mama never went took your ass to get checked. Come on, man. Come on.
well with the slight change in her behavior. I can tell. And then always be sure to tell your children where private places are and where people shouldn't be touching them. Because if you let them know from the beginning, you shouldn't be touched this area or your bottom area. If kids know this, they will be happy to tell you, oh, such and such and such tried to touch me in XYZ place. And so you just have to make sure you are aware of your child's behavior and your child is aware of what's inappropriate.
Because for me, I never understood pedophiles, and I personally don't think they should even go to prison. I think if you convicted of pedophilia, you should just automatically get the death penalty because this country is so screwed up with that. They even got organizations that's in this country trying to make pedophilia a sexual orientation. I mean, they some sick devils actually for doing it. Oh yeah, there's all kind of stuff going on out there. I saw this one study with this woman in the UK talking about nothing wrong with pedophilia, and this is like a accomplished woman. I mean, just like this is why I talk about this evil that go on in this country and the world all the time because these people are just sick. But you so as you grew up and we look at now you're a teenager, you graduated high school. The guy that you say you met in the video that was your first love. When did you meet him?
Oh, I actually met him when I was 15. My family had sent me from Washington, D.C. to Alabama and just to visit my aunt. And my aunt was actually in a relationship with his father. And so when I got there, I met them. They actually owned a Church's franchise. Like they were already like wealthy. He was already wealthy when I met him. He was a good kid. He was a really good kid. And I had fun with him the whole time. But when I got there, my family was very. When they found out that he and I were like getting closer, they weren't comfortable with it. And it was just the females in my family. They weren't comfortable with the idea of me having a decent boy around me. I didn't understand why they didn't think he was decent because he behaved so well.
So eventually he got in to the music industry, correct?
Well, he was in the music industry then as well. He was in Montgomery, Alabama.
Hold the fuck up. 15 years old in the music industry. Eh, that's kind of rare unless he's a performing artist. I don't believe that one.
Had been DJ and a radio personality by then. And he was only like 16 or 17.
Okay.
Yeah, so he was already famous. He was already famous in Montgomery.
So there was a part in the video.
I don't think that's Damo Dad she talking about. I think that's that other dude. Yeah, it's that other dude she talking about. But like I said, I never heard of him.
When you speaking about in relation to him, when did the pregnancy come about?
I didn't get pregnant until after I had my first daughter. I had my first daughter at 1920. And then he and I got pregnant 22, 23.
Okay, 22. And in the video, you had stated that he asked you to get an abortion, correct?
Yeah, because during this time, when I was pregnant, he was working so much. I mean, he was working with T.I., he was working with Ruben, he was working with Little Kim. He was doing, because he's a music producer, he produces music. He's a multi-platinum music producer. So he was doing so many things with his career and he was always on the road. I remember when he would come off the road, he would come to the house and just sleep. And he would just be asleep. And he did that for many, many years. But I tried to be understanding because when I say he and I were on and off for 10 years, it's because sometimes he'd be on the road, sometimes he'd be gone, sometimes he'd be out of town, and when he would get back, I would flip back into girlfriend mode. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? And when he would be gone, I would just let him be gone and have him do whatever he wanted to do. But when he'd come back in girlfriend mode. And so he said to me,
Okay, let's keep it 100. If dude was in the music industry so tough like that, and he was gone all the time, I mean, he was making bank. I ain't saying millions, but he's making. I mean, he a Grammy Award producer. Oh yeah, yeah. He just seen a nice check. Yeah, I mean, he's seen a nice check. Especially, she said he was working with Ti and some other motherfuckers, Wall Kelly and all that shit. Yeah, and you mean to tell me this dude can put you on a flight and fly you out? Come on now, Sans Ray. I know you're lying because, like I said, you haven't been out your region. She has not been out her region, y'all. She's lying about this. Yeah, she always she name dropped the stores, but she can't name drop the actual dude as the record producer. Oh my god, it gets more interesting though. So let's get back to this bitch.
no, I'm not ready to be a father right now. I need to work on my career. I have to start making more money. I just got so many things that I want to do. And I agree. Now, the reason why I agreed to have an abortion is because that's also something that was programmed into me by my family because I got an abortion at 15.
So
I had a boyfriend. Okay, so remember in the video, I told you that my family was not happy with
Mm-hmm.
him
Mm-hmm.
being around. So I ended up having to break up with him. And right after I broke up with him, I got in a relationship with someone and I also ended up having sex with that guy. And then my mother made me get an abortion. And
okay,
so,
okay. So let's backtrack. Okay, so you had an abortion at 15, and you had another
mhm,
abortion at 22.
yes,
Okay. Well,
yeah, but
wow. Okay. Well, that's something that wouldn't.
So let's keep it 100, y'all. I ain't knocking them because my kids are 2 years apart. But uh, so that mean, well, like I said, 2 years apart. It ain't bad. It ain't bad. Now she said she had another. Uh, if she got had another abortion at 21, then it'd be kind of. I kind of side eye that. So that mean right after shit, Damo turned 1, she got pregnant by another dude, which would been, I mean, not a bad look. Uh, Somewhat a bad look, but somewhat not a bad look. Because within a year, I mean, a year or more, things could happen. So I give a person, saying some leeway on that. Like I said, my kids are 2 years apart, so I ain't trying to judge her. It's just by her being a woman. You definitely got to be, be careful because you don't want to sit here and have kids 9 months apart and they got different daddies. That's not a good look. But so she would have had that baby after Damo. I mean, they been they would have been 2 years apart. So I kind of go with on that one. I'm confused. Who did she have the abortion for when she was 16? I think it was the same dude from what she's saying. But then she started messing with Damo father. But she said that Damo father, they was childhood, not childhood, teenage loves. So yeah, at 20, it's not a bad age. 20 is not a bad age. She really got pregnant when she was 19. What having it at 20? It wouldn't, that's not a bad age. Sounds Ray's line. Uh, you saying she lying about the dude? Yeah, her story ain't adding up. It's not adding up. But some of it I could get. Some of it I get, but a lot of it I can't. That's the deal. But it might be her mom's boyfriend. That's why her mom wanted her to boy. He just laughed. She said she didn't tell her mom until she was 18, though. Yeah. So, uh, mm. She also said before that her mother made her get abortion. Yeah, when she was 16. Yeah, I wouldn't blame her. Shit. She's too motherfucking young. Shit, she ain't washing her ass when she a grown motherfucker. What makes you think she was washing her ass then?
That's something that wouldn't didn't come out in the video. So
Yeah, well, I've said that in like so many other videos. I try not. I don't even know what made me skip over that, but yeah, I think that's why I felt so comfortable with having one at 22 because I think if I had never had one, if my family never told me that that was even an option, I probably wouldn't have done it because I always wanted to be a mother, and I had just had my daughter, so it was like, I think if my family would have never said abortion is okay, or if they would have sat down and had the birds and bees conversation with me in general. Like I said, how mothers should talk to their kids about what private parts are and, what's inappropriate. No one sat down and had a conversation with me, not ever. So I think when he asked me to get an abortion, and I was comfortable with it, it's because I felt like, well, he's in the middle of his career. And I'm still trying to work on my career. And during that time, I was singing. And so it just was like, okay, well, let's hold off.
okay, so it was just a mutual decision. You didn't feel like he was pressuring you or nothing like that.
I felt a little pressure
What do you mean
because
by a
it
little
wasn't just
pressure? What do you mean
it
by
wasn't
little?
him. It wasn't just him. It was the fellas that he was working with, the camp he was working with. They were pushing money in my face. Like they was like, well, we got the money for the abortion. They had the money right there. They were ready. Before I even could make a decision, they had already had the money there. And it was like, well, when you ready to do this, let's do it. Like they had already made up in their mind. And his management and agents and stuff were pushing it. And I just was like,
Okay,
okay.
so
Now that shit right there, I don't fucking believe. I don't believe it. She mixing up a story, a movie script or something. I can't picture which one it is, but it's a movie script because he was only a fucking producer and record labels and management don't be concerned about the fucking producers having babies and shit. They'd be more concerned about an artist because of the image. So yeah, that's a lie right there. Yeah, that's definitely a lie. Yeah, she going into a fairy tale ass motherfucking mind now.
so I
Because
don't view that as a little pressure. I view that as
All right, we back. This motherfucker straight acting up tonight, man. No, yeah, it didn't do last night. Shit, what the fuck is wrong? But we back. All right.
It's done. Here's the money. I take it myself. That's kind of like some pressure.
Well, I don't want to relinquish my own responsibility.
I know why. At the end of the day, Sunset Ray, yes. At the end of the day, you still had to make a final decision. I mean, unless they drug you in there by your hands and feet screaming, then yeah, you still made a decision. But it was some pressure added to that, and which I hate to hear that. Just me personally, and like I said, I have daughters, I have children, love them to death, and I wouldn't like my 2-year-old last night. She was just having so much fun with her grandpa dancing and all this other stuff. So I just love kids. So I guess it'll be hard for me to open my mouth to a woman that I got pregnant to say that too. I don't care what position I'm in because I'm like, look, that's my child. I gotta take care of my child. It don't matter the situation. But so
you know what? I'm just surprised he didn't consider because we have been together so long. I don't know why he didn't just be like, maybe we should get married.
Mm-hmm.
But usually,
Hold the fuck up. Yeah, it's a lie. Y'all done been together for so long. How y'all been together for so long, Sansa Ray? And your daughter was shit. Let's see. She said 23, right? You said Phil has a heart of a saint with it. Yeah, he did. You see, every time he try to ask her something, she'll hurry up and throw an extra excuse in there. That's the rat for you, boy. Talking about they been no this boy. I just tripped off of talking about we've been together. I don't see why because we've been together for so long. She talking about so long was like shit 5 years or something. No, y'all didn't shit broke up, went your way, went y'all ways. You got pregnant by somebody else. That didn't work, and a year later, I would say you started back fucking him. And then you got pregnant within a year. So shit, y'all couldn't have been together for nothing but a year to maybe a year and a half, the most. Y'all get what I'm saying though? Come on, we been together for so long. Nah, bitch, I ain't been together for so damn long.
but usually, right?
Well, I'm not going to say right because, and I'm glad you mentioned marriage. So in the video, you stated he got married to another lady. How long from the abortion till he got married to another lady?
Well, it was 2 years after, but I didn't find out he had actually married her until after 6 months after because we had got into our first argument. We never argued. I mean, out of the many years we were together, we never got into an argument. And then one day we got into an argument over a woman. And he's been with different women, because he'll be on the road or he'll be doing his own thing. And he's always been he was always honest about the women he was with. So this particular woman had his homeboys and his friends and everybody calling me saying he was changing and that they didn't like the idea of him changing and that it was because of this woman. And I was like, I'm like, what's going on with you and this woman? I mean, what's going on? And he was saying how much he wanted to be with her or whatever the case may be. And what ended up happening is it was, I never forget it. I never forget it. It was T.I.'s birthday. And he was working with Grand Hustle at the time. And he invited me to T.I.'s birthday party. And I got there and he came with the woman. But at the time, I didn't correlate the two. I just thought it was just a girl that was with him. I didn't pay no attention. It was Tip's birthday. So I just was like, whatever. And then maybe a couple of months later, his homeboy started calling me about this same woman. And so I called him and I said, what's going on with this woman? Why are you changing? Your homies saying something wrong? Other artists, because he had other artists he was working at the time, they were calling me saying something was wrong. And these were people that had been around him for years. So I was calling him with a concern that we got to an argument with her about her and we stopped talking.
Mm-hmm.
And we didn't talk for a whole year for the first time ever. And then after that year, I found out that he was married to her. He ended up marrying her when she got pregnant. And he said to me, when I finally did talk to him, I was like, well, he said, well, I married her to get under your skin. I married her to make you mad. I'm like, well, congratulations, like, I thought we was just taking a year break. I mean, we've been together so long. I didn't know he was going to up and marry somebody else. But it turns out that this woman was very, very good for him. She wasn't a bad lady. They're still married to this day, and they have 4 or 5 kids. She made him a better man, and so I believe that the reason why he didn't marry me is because I was so unprepared. I was still addicted to drugs. I was drinking like crazy. I mean, I was still dealing with stuff that had to do with my childhood. That had been affecting me my whole life.
Okay, so she been doing drugs and drinking heavily and all that. But she was just pregnant. Mm. Okay.
So I think he made a better choice in woman. So I'm not upset with him for making this choice. I mean, it kind of was weird how it happened, but I'm happy for him.
So, you said that you was into drugs and drinking due to all the things that happened to you within your childhood. At any time, let's say even after that relationship, did you say, you know what? Maybe I need to go speak to a psychologist or someone to talk, maybe kind of talk this stuff out. Did you ever attempt to do that?
Well, during this, when I first, I'm from originally from Washington D.C.
Okay.
Okay, and I moved to Atlanta after I had my daughter. I had my daughter in 19 and 20, and from about 15 to 23, I was ministering. And as I'm going through all this, I'm not realizing that I'm living.
Hold up. I was over here smacking y'all. Did she say from the age of 15 to 23 she was a minister? Did she say that? Let me wind that shit. 2810. Yeah, I gotta rewind that shit. Right. Where is the certification?
He made a better choice in woman. So I'm not upset with him for making this choice. I mean, it kind of was weird how it happened, but I'm happy for him.
So, you said that you was into drugs and drinking due to all the things that happened to you within your childhood. At any time, let's say even after that relationship, did you say, you know what? Maybe I need to go speak to a psychologist or someone to talk, maybe kind of talk this stuff out. Did you ever attempt to do that?
Well, during this, when I first, I'm from originally from Washington D.C.
Okay.
Okay, and I moved to Atlanta after I had my daughter. I had my daughter in 19 and 20, and from about 15 to 23, I was ministering. And
Oh my god. Hold the fuck up. If this bitch was a minister for 15 to 23, that mean I mean this bitch was getting high. She was fucking. She was getting high. She was fucking different niggas. Oh my god. Man, she was sitting all the way the fuck around, man. Mister to kids and yet fucking and getting distracted. Right, to have abortions. Oh my god. I can't believe this. Oh shit. It says save Phil's video on your playlist and put on home page. Oh my god. I'm trying to imagine this shit. I can't imagine it, but I'm trying to. Because the people I know who come up in church, they usually marry a church going dude. And if they don't, they try to bring the church going dude and I mean the dude, a dude, whoever they date, into the church atmosphere. But this chick is, oh my god, I just can't fathom this shit, man. This bitch talking about she's ministered to the test from 15 to 23, and she's just admitted that she was doing fucking drugs, fucking different niggas. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Yo. This is what we finna. We gonna intermission, man. Let's intermission now. Cause we gonna be I'm up. We probably gonna roll to about like it's 2:42 my time. We probably gonna roll to like probably like maybe 4 o'clock. Okay. We're gonna intermission right quick for a good 2 minutes. All right. Oh shit. I can't. I mean, uh look like I got somebody up on the panel. We're going to bring them in right quick and see what they think about this. All right, who we got? Who we got? All right. Look like we got nobody. Let me see what y'all was saying. I think she has been in every working field there is. She's done it all right. I don't know. I can't blame her for doing something as a child. Sometimes as a child, from 4 to 10, because some people act out and do things inappropriate when they are kids, right? But this a grown ass motherfucking woman, man. For 15 to motherfucking 23, this bitch up here ministering and getting high, fucking different niggas. Come on, Sansa Ray, really? And play out what sick teens and sick adults did to them. Yeah, but yeah, I can't get this one. I really can't. All right, let's go ahead and keep rolling the clip with this bullshit. Yeah, this shit is too funny.
And as I'm going through all this, I'm not realizing that I'm living a duality. I didn't realize that until later. Um, I personally didn't feel like counseling was something I needed at the time. It didn't register to me because I'm so busy counseling everybody else. I'm so
You feel like counseling something you didn't need it. Shit, you need that shit now. The fuck you talking about? Maybe you would have been a little bit better off. A little bit. Not a lot, but a little bit.
busy doing relationship counseling, mentoring. I'm talking to everybody else at the same time, and then I would turn around and get my drink on and my drug on and be in these domestic violence, abusive relationships. Meanwhile, I'm giving everybody else advice on how to, stay afloat. So I never sat down and said, I'm the one that need counseling. And usually counselors and psychologists and ministers and stuff don't think that way. So for a long time, I didn't think that, until I started seeing a pattern. I started seeing a pattern in my relationships, domestic violence relationships. I started seeing that I was always making poor choices in men for some reason, and they were always attracted to me. And that's when I said, you know what? I think I need counseling. And my mother chimed in after she noticed for years and top years I had like this pattern of being in abusive relationships. And she said to me, "You need to get counseling. You need to get counseling." And that's when it was like, okay, maybe I should. And then that's when I ended up doing it. And I had to be like, this. I think I got the counseling after my dad. After I talked to my dad when I was like 27. After that, I got counseling.
Okay, so when did you get into urban modeling?
Hmm. I got in that kind of late because remember when I was dating my first love, we were into music, so I was recording all the time, performing all the time. I wasn't even thinking about my modeling. I didn't even feel like I was pretty enough to do it, honestly. Because when I first moved to Atlanta, I would go to auditions and they would always tell me I wasn't pretty enough, I wasn't light skinned enough, I wasn't tall enough, I wasn't anything enough. So I quit the idea of doing it. And my music career, and I think it's my fault, really. I do. In relation to the drinking and the drugs, I think I would go to the performances high, I would go to auditions high, and I would squander my own opportunities because of that. And so it started affecting my music career. So um, I decided to move to Charlotte because remember, I still had a daughter, but when me and my
Mm-hmm.
daughter.
You said, what did she perform? Shit, she performed on motherfucking YouTube and Reverb Nation. That's the only place she performed at. She ain't never did no motherfucking show. She did this show, she'd have had that shit on tape. You know, that's the only thing she did. She did this shit. What magazines did she model in? Shit, she said the Block Dime shit. That's it. Other than that, I ain't. I can't even recall. You know what I'm saying? Her seeing her in some second tier magazines. Maybe she was in some third tier magazines. I know she definitely wasn't in no first tier like the Source, Double XL, shit like that. She wasn't in that shit. It was something else I was finna say. I'm trying to think. Lost frame of mind.
Father broke up, he had began taking care of her by himself. And I commend him for that because not a lot of men would do that. And he chose to be a single father, you know? And so they had moved down to Charlotte. And I went to move to Charlotte to take a break from Atlanta because it was just so hectic here. And I went and moved to Charlotte with them. And it wasn't until I got into Charlotte that I was like on some type of social media site like I think it was Black Planet.
Mm-hmm.
And
Remember that website?
I know, right? It's so old school. And is this society even still up?
Yeah, it's still up. It's still up.
People actually use it? Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, she was in Black Planet, met a nigga off of there. Shit didn't work out, and that's when she went to Atlanta. Shit didn't work out there. Then she moved on monkey ass to California. Have you ever listened to her one on one with O'Shea? I listened to part of it, not all of it.
I don't even remember last time I saw it, but a photographer from Chapel Hill saw me and asked me to do a shoot. And I was like, shoot? What? He said, yeah, you know, come do a shoot. And he actually was white. And I came out and I did the shoot. And when I got to the shoot, he said, I want you to tell me the things that you don't like about your body, and I promise you I'll fix it. He was like, we do these things called camera tricks, and I can twist and turn you certain ways. So whatever it is that you don't like, tell me and we'll fix it. So I went into the shoot. We did the shoot. He fixed the things I didn't like, which was small stuff like I don't like that my waist is so big, or I don't like that I'm so busty. I wish I was smaller. And he fixed those things with angles and lighting and all kinds of stuff. So anyway, he asked me to put my pictures on a social media site called Model Place, and I put it up there. And the second I put it up there, I mean, everybody wanted to shoot. Every photographer within a damn 100-mile radius of where I live wanted to shoot. And it just popped off, and I just started shooting every day, every week. And not a lot of models were doing it. Not a lot of models were doing it full time. It was me just saying, okay, well, I'm going to do 2 shoots a day or a shoot a day. And that's how I became popular so fast. And I became.
Now, if you did all these motherfucking shoots, like you're saying, and you getting booked that heavy and that big, bitch, it sounds like you'd have been heading towards the Gloria Estefan. You'd have been in her fucking league, the way she talking. And like I said, I haven't even seen her in a second tier magazine. You know? So all this shit she's talking and she just posted on the web and shit, oh, I'm a model. No, you're not a model until you motherfucker get a motherfucking actual management team that go out. I mean, they get you jobs. You actually doing photo shoots. The shit you doing, you was coming out of your pocket or you was fucking a nigga, you know what I'm saying, to get some motherfucking camera time. That's the fuck you was doing. She thinks she's the Drea machine, all right. Straight think she basketball wise with that old ass bed in the back. All right, let's get back to this bitch.
So fast, and I became popular in Charlotte so quickly that it was time for me to leave there. Like I had already exhausted that area. Like it's the same thing right now with Atlanta. I've already exhausted Atlanta, so it's time for me to move into another place. But that's how I ended up getting popular. But here's my thing: no one was coming to me initially suggesting that I do eye candy modeling because most of the photographers I was working with were white. It wasn't until a few black photographers were, when I would come and shoot with them, they were like, well, why don't you take off this? And why don't you stick your butt this way? And why don't you show me your, do your boobies a little? You know what I'm saying? No white photographers have been doing that. And so as the more I started working with more black photographers, they started encouraging the whole eye candy thing. And then suddenly, when I started shooting lingerie, they were coming to me asking me to do porn,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, it's bad enough that I'm sitting here in lingerie. I don't know if porn is something that I want to do.
Now, some of that she's saying is true, but usually they don't get asked. I mean, it's something they do, but for the most part, it doesn't. And during that time, she talking about 2000 and 10. No, 2000. What 10 minus 4, 2006, 2007. Yeah, it was kind of heavy. It was kind of heavy because but the porn scene did take a turn. Right at 2008. So I mean, I'm not saying she's telling the truth, but they don't pressure that on no models like that. Some of them do, but for the most part they don't. Usually the models will inquire about it themselves. You know, there's only a few point. Yeah, I mean, you listen to the most porn stars when they do interview, like how you guys started and all that. Most of them going to tell you that, yo, I felt, like I like fantasy and shit like that. So I'm like, yo, I like to fuck for money, and hey, I can fuck. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. You don't get that story all the time where they telling you that, I was doing photo shoots and it gradually, moved into that. I'm not saying the stories out there and is not like that, but it's not too many of them. She's telling this shit like she was a high demand person and they brought it to her. First of all, she couldn't have been a high demand person because if she was, she'd have got somewhere. She'd have got somewhere. But I mean, you was getting all these booking and shoots and you didn't move to the next level. Come on, man. Something ain't right. Something ain't right. Right. I mean, you could be short and stubby. I mean, you got the look. That's what it's about. You know, you got the look of the talent, either one of the two. And with her, I mean, shit, depending on what year it was, because she'd get thin and then she get fat, then she get thin. Now she fat. Right. She always do face shots. They asked her to do porn because her body was too big to get a major payday. But I mean, she do porn. You got to know how to shoot. You know what I'm saying? It ain't. It just it's not like everybody think that shit. Them scenes be taking like shit a full day. You said her body looks right. Yeah, she had the right Photoshop. But yeah, like I said, the way she telling this story, man, it just sounds like a fucking, some shit off a fucking movie, man. It really does.
But I hated my modeling career. I hated it the whole time. But it made me so popular. So
Okay, you hated your model career, but you stayed in it. You hate YouTube, but you stayed in it. Fuck, what the fuck do you like? Driving Uber? Shit.
quickly, I was like stuck. I was like, wow, this is working. This is better than what was happening for my music career. And by this time, I had slowed down on the drugs and alcohol, but that drug and alcohol stuff picked back up when I came back to Atlanta.
Now, let me. How long did you?
All right, I'm gonna pause right there because the shit. What makes me? Let me put it like this: The shit that she's saying is basically some internet shit. And this is why I say this. She sit here talking about she was getting so many bookings for motherfucking modeling gigs. Then she want to work on her music career. And let's think about that, y'all. It's not too many. It's shit, really none for real. Chicks that was modeling and they end up getting a record deal. It's not too many of them, none. You know, usually you know what I'm saying it doesn't work out because you know they don't have the uh the the hardcore talent. You know when it comes to the music, or if they modeling, they don't uh have the right aspect of what the industry is looking for. She's blaming drugs on other people. Jesse is always someone else's fault. Right, it's always somebody else's fault. Yeah, but the shit she's talking is some internet shit, y'all. That's why she's making this story up as she goes. You know, it sounded good because she's mixing stories. She mixing other people's stories. Some shit she didn't seen. Put it like that. Or heard.
How long did you do the urban modeling?
6 years. I
Six.
did it from 24. I did it from the time I was like 24, 25, 26, 28, 29, 30. Yeah, I did it from the time I was like 24 till I was like 30.
Okay. Now, do you feel any regrets or shame for doing that?
Yeah. Huh? I didn't, like I
What?
said, I didn't like it the whole time I was doing it. The reason why I didn't like it the whole time I was doing it is because the way women who are doing that are disrespected. Like people automatically assume because I was doing that, I must be an idiot. Like they didn't realize that I'm college educated. They didn't realize that I've been working in corporate America when I'm not working on my music, or they had no idea. So when they would approach me, they would just treat me like I was a stupid model, and it was bothering me. It felt like it was beneath me, but no one was saying that to me. Everyone was encouraging me to continue to do it. And it's the same thing like when you look at Instagram models right now,
Mm-hmm.
and you can see they're getting hundreds and thousands of likes on pictures of them showing their ass. You only get people who men encouraging you to do that, right? They never say don't do this. Um, but later on, when you're on Instagram and you're called with something like just regular picture like this, you get like 2 likes, 3 likes. But then when you get popular from showing your butt, or if you was a stripper, or you were, I don't know, whatever. Once you get popular, being inside of the sex industry, now suddenly everybody wants to call you a hoe. Now everybody wants to, black men specifically want to call you a hoe. But these same black men praised you for putting your booty.
No, because when you're taking a professional pic, that's how it's mainly perceived. But if you a chick who's sitting here taking a goddamn picture in your fucking house in the fucking bathroom all the time, yeah, then they would think, you know what I'm saying, that you may be a hoe.
On Instagram. But for me, I just didn't like how women were treated. So I created this company called Block Doms. And this was before Block 11, because I have Block 11 now. And with Block Doms, I would get all of the girls together I could who were strippers and porn stars and eye candy models or whatever. And I would try to encourage them to do a little bit more positive, like philanthropy and charity. And we would do like things like team building skills, and sit down and have talks, because I noticed that a lot of these girls, a lot of them didn't really want to be this, but it's a choice that they had to make in relation to making more money, or they knew that their body was, the only thing that they had going for themselves, and it was very difficult for me to take them out of their mindset that your body is the only thing that can get you somewhere. And you know just as well as I do, inside of media, Black women are hypersexualized, and they encourage us to do that in the media because that's the only time a lot of us get successful is if we're doing something outrageous in relation to sexuality.
Now, most of those young ladies that you was working with Block Dimes, um, did they have their fathers around?
Um, Listen, I can tell the difference between the girls who had their fathers and the girls who didn't. Some girls had their fathers around and they were very hesitant to do certain things, like how I was hesitant. Even though my father molested me, he still was a father figure. So to some degree, I still had a little bit of like hesitance. So I would meet girls who, like, we'd go to a party, okay, and it'll be 20 models with me, and I'll have 4 models with me that just wanted to chill and talk about business. Then the rest of the models wanted to talk to the rapper.
Oh, talk about business, but no money or services is getting exchanged. Come on, Sansa.
They wanted to be in the VIP section. They wanted to get drunk. They wanted to see what celebrity they could take home. They wanted, things like that. And so you could tell the difference between a girl who had her head on straight business wise versus a girl who was looking for the glam and trying to find a man to, fill some type of void.
See, 'cause everything you're telling me is just really preaching the biggest sermon ever, and this is something I tell a lot of brothers as well. That when we have our children, our sons and our daughters, we have to be there because you just described that the ones that did have their dad around, they wanted to discuss business, but the ones that didn't, they just doing the most outlandish stuff. And that's why fathers are so important. And we have that issue within the Black community about fatherless households. But I tell people just because you may not be with the dad doesn't mean he can't be a great dad.
Exactly.
Yeah, so that's why I always promote choose the right guy, because
Mm-hmm.
the child definitely needs a father around, especially with the climate that we got going on in America, every single day. Now, continuing, so I'm going back to the question I asked you. So to this day, 2016, do you feel shame about the 6 years of your modeling career?
I feel that's not the biggest shame of my life. Would you like for me to tell
No,
you what I'm ashamed of?
no, 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 no. That's. I'm not even going to go there. We're going to keep
No,
it
it's in
specific.
relation to it.
Okay, but let's stick to that right now. We'll get to that. Do you? It
Yeah,
may not be the biggest shame. It may not be the
yeah,
biggest
it's
shame.
not. I'm not because I walked into it. Once I figured out everybody wanted to shoot me, I kicked into business mode. I'm a business major. I have my degrees in business.
Mm-hmm.
So
You got a business major, computer engineering. Hold the fuck up. Hold the fuck up. Is that possible? It might be, and so much might not be. Even though I don't fucking believe it. So that means hold up. When she got 23, she moved out of Atlanta. So I mean, she could have took her motherfucking credentials with her. I will say that, but she had to finish school down in Atlanta. That's a fact. That's a fact.
after the photographer started shooting me all the time, I clicked into business mode. I was like, okay, who's gonna pay me this? How is this gonna make me money? How's this gonna blah blah blah? That's how I was thinking. So it's not that I'm ashamed of handling my business, but I was ashamed that this was the business I was in. Because I remember my mother, this is when I knew I was like, "Ah, I need to make a change. Damn, Jenna Jameson was on Oprah. And my mother called me into the room and she screamed and she's like, come on here. It's a girl on Oprah doing what you do. And I was like, what? Okay, so I'm thinking I'm about to walk in here and I'm about to see a model, you know? It was Jenna Jameson. And I said, Mom, I'm not a porn star, babe. I'm not. I've never done porn. I'm not a stripper. I never prostitute.
Right, Kenya Jones. I'm sitting here saying the same motherfucking thing. She supposed to be getting interviewed. Here she is talking about what the fuck was on Oprah.
I never sold my body, but technically, when you do these urban modeling magazines like Smooth Magazine, King, Black Men, technically you are somewhat selling your body. You're selling pictures. Because I would go to the club and I would be able to sell a big poster of me and someone on a drag for like $12 to $15.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I could sell it for $20, and that's another way I was making money. So, do I regret actually handling my business? No, because I did a good job with that. And a lot of girls wouldn't even make I did because they didn't have a business, business. But I do hate that I had to do that, because I feel like even though it's harder, I feel like I could have.
Okay. Now with the modeling business, you get booked, on a low scale. True. Uh, you ain't gonna make like no more than 500 on a low scale. The money is in the corporations. That's what everything. When a corporation reach out to you, they would get ready to cut you a check, a bag, whatever fuck you want to call it. That's where the money is at. And she been in the model industry for 6 motherfucking years, and she hasn't made no connections to where she could be able to go get her own motherfucking contracts, or if she wasn't doing it that well like that for herself, she could have went out and recruited some chicks and uh started a management company like she claiming she was doing with the Block Dimes and shit, and start getting some checks cut that way also. Because there's a chick down there in Atlanta who basically did that. She does it now too, and she's on a corporate level. And I think after what? I think she said what 4 5 years being on a second tier level. She moved up to the top three level, and she get them check cut. She get the motherfucking video chicks for the video shoots. Uh, Double XL or King, they call her up. Hey, who you got? Send us over who you got. Okay, we want her. Tell you what, we're gonna cut your check for 10K or 20K. They get they cut. She get a cut on top of that, and write the model a check. You mean to tell me Sansaray down there in Atlanta all that fucking time and they ain't make no motherfucking serious ass connections? But you sit here trying to tell Phil that, yo, you want to talk business. You couldn't have been talking business. You couldn't have.
It's harder to be a woman and not do that, is what I meant. But I really wish that I could have found another way during that time, But I guess everyone has a testimony, and that part of my life is something I have to share with other people to help other people.
Well, the reason why I kept want to ask that, because if you feel shame of anything you did in your lifetime, I mean, you didn't murder nobody. I mean, you didn't drown nobody in the ocean, nothing like that. So you shouldn't feel shame about it. Yeah, you may not say, "Dog, that's not the best choice. I wish I did it different," but it is what it is. It's just one of them testaments in your life. Because if you feel shame of stuff you did in the past, you can't go back and change it. So all thing you could do is say, what Sunset Ray can do in 2016 and forward, or what can you do to maybe help some girl who in that, and maybe nothing wrong with modeling, but maybe let's do a different kind of modeling, right? I mean, you could definitely use your experience to make, yeah, because the thing is, yeah, okay. So the thing is, the reason why I brought that up is because I've noticed in the past that that's one of your trigger points. If someone is critical of you, they will use, something in your past and it triggers you every time. So that's why I wanted to ask that question. Do you feel ashamed? And that's why I'm saying you shouldn't feel ashamed of something that you can't fix anyway now. It's over with. I mean, yes, it's on the internet. Like me, I make videos all the time. Nothing I say on the videos is gonna go away. Some things I may say in the past, like, oh, why did I say that? But it is what it is, and nothing I could do. Only thing I can do is just maybe, do better here in the future.
Well, for me, that's not what's triggering me. What bothers me about that? Here's what's bothering me. When people mention that kind of modeling, like because I did the lingerie modeling and the eye candy modeling, but I also did all kinds of other modeling too as well. So what triggers in me that makes me so mad when people try to use that as a generalization of all women, okay? They try to use it as a tool to say that all Black women who do that are a specific type of way. Like I just told you, when we're in a club, I have a 5 set of girls and we're sitting here talking business, and the rest of them are out somewhere. Oh, every woman that gets involved with that is not. They don't all have the same motive. They're not all bad people. They're not all bad whores. They're not all, hypersexual and going out here with everybody. A lot of these women just know they have a nice body and they want to make some money off of it, not necessarily having sex. And so when people try to use that and say I was an urban model because I wanted to sleep around, that's what triggers me. And all women are like, anything that we do is under like this little tiny microscope, everything. And we can do the smallest thing and be, stuck with this scarlet letter for the rest of our lives. And no matter how many years go by, because I haven't been a model in 5 years, no matter how many years go by, when people chastise me for modeling, that is the only thing that's triggering me, that makes me mad, because I'm a woman and I want to represent other women and positively, and I want people to understand us better, especially in relation to our sexuality.
So let me ask you a question. Who do you value the most in your life? Like who loves you? Who say, what, this person loves me? Who are they?
My daughter.
Okay, your daughter. Has your daughter condemned you about the modeling?
No, because from the beginning, I always told her. Like, I'm one of those parents that I'm honest. I show her. My daughter has been to photo shoots with me. My daughter has been to press conferences with me. She's been to all types of TV tapings and everything with me, because
TV tapings. What TV tapings? I mean, you just a fucking extra in the crowd, Sansa Ray. That's all the fuck you was. You wasn't co-starring. You damn sure wasn't starring. So I mean, what TV tapings are you talking about? Now you received TV deals back in the day. That's what you're saying to us. Somebody said she murdered her vagina walls. Oh shit.
I wanted her to learn the business, and I wanted her to know that what I was doing, she could skip all over that. Now that I know better, if she wants to try to do something inside of the entertainment industry, I can manage her in a direction and take her further than I ever was, without her doing what it is that I did to get where I was.
Okay. So your daughter. So since your daughter isn't condemning you, or your daughter, is she calling you names?
No.
Okay. So your daughter doesn't condemn you for your past. Your daughter hasn't called you names. Then if she's not doing it, and she means the world to you, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And she knows you, she loves you so much, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So shouldn't you only value the opinion of your daughter and not the opinion of people who don't even know you, don't even know if you're breathing, if you're eating, if you're sleeping? Because the reason why I say this, people criticize me all the time. They call me names. They try to, trust me, every day. It doesn't stop. Okay. But you know whose words that get to me? My wife's words, my son, my 3 daughters, my family, my friends who really know me. If they start saying certain things, that'll start bothering me because they know me and actually have a care for me. But people on the internet that don't know me, whether they are on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, no matter what site they're on, people are going to talk about you. You're not going to stop that from happening. I mean, from one way to another, you're just not going to stop it. And this is the thing, Senator Ray, it's not what people call you, it's what you answer to.
I understand.
And
But
so
that's not. Like again, I do when I do respond to people who criticize me, it's a bigger picture than them just criticizing me. Because the people that criticize me, they criticize all women. The people that criticize me the most are the people I respond to. It isn't just random people. You know, you got a random troll, you got a random person saying something, blah, blah, blah. Those things go past me. I don't really think about that. That's not something I care about. But what I do care about.
Now, Phil just asked that question about people who you should be concerned about or look out for if the ones who try to be show criticism. And this bitch is sitting up here talking about some internet shit once again. She talking about some goddamn trolls. If this shit don't affect your regular life, by all means, keep doing what you're doing. If it's gonna make you a better person or put you in a better situation.
Is the people who spew this propaganda about black women in general. I don't like that. And then they try to use me as an example. So instead of me laying there, taking it, I do the same thing they do. I express my opinion and I go on this campaign to promote positivity in relation to black women.
Okay.
So it's not,
Hey,
yeah, it's
and
not what you think.
for me, if I was in your shoes, and let's say if I want to counter that propaganda, then the way I would
Mhm.
do it is like, yes, that I did do that in the past, and it is what it is, right? I mean, who cares? But since then, I have gotten certifications. I've started businesses. I've helped employ black people. Which I went to your website, the Block 11. I looked to see how it was kind of set up, and the pictures you have look like you got stuff going on. So I'm doing a lot of positive stuff. So until you start matching me and doing the positivity and education and doing the things that I'm doing, then there's no reason for me to go back and forth with you because half of the people is probably telling you that don't do crap for black people, don't do nothing for society, just on the internet running their mouth. And that's why you shouldn't even waste your time trying to respond to that. I mean, I wouldn't. I mean, it's no reason to. I mean, but you can address
Yeah,
anti-black woman propaganda if you choose to. I mean, that's fine.
yeah, like
You know.
that's because it's not a lot. To me, it's not a lot of people out here doing it.
I'm doing it. I'm speaking up for the community.
I said, what I'm saying is, there's not a lot of people out there. There's a lot of people bashing black women. There's not a lot of people out there doing what I do. So that's why I do it because it's like somebody needs to start
Well,
doing it.
I don't think nobody should do what you do. That's what would make it unique. But in the black community, you want to get on relations in the black community. I just think that we need to, stop the anti-black woman, anti-black male propaganda because at the end of the day, these white supremacists, they'll kill you. They'll kill me, Sons of Ray. They don't care anything about if you don't like me or I don't like you or your past, my past. They don't care. They will murder you in the streets because you black. And that's what I tell black people. We got to stop that mess. And that's why I don't even get involved with those arguments. Like people can say stuff about me. They can make a video about me. I let you be right. Be right. Go ahead. Call me whatever name you're going to do. But I'm not going to even entertain that because these white supremacists is on a mission to kill our people. And we ain't got time for that. We got Trump in office. Trump about to do a bunch of junk. Y'all ain't going to have time to be arguing. So that's why we just need to quit.
What do you think I'm saying in all of these videos that I'm doing?
No. It's no think.
About damn health. I'm sitting here like,
No. No. It's not. It's not what I think. I don't have no authority. I mean, whatever you choose to speak on, you do that. I'm not chastising you or criticizing you or nothing. We were just talking about the anti-black male, anti-black female propaganda that do go on social media. It's the truth. It do go on. I'm just saying that we need. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was saying yeah, it does go. It's bad.
Well,
it's really bad.
It depends on what you're looking for. If you go looking for that, then yeah.
There are younger people watching us do this.
Correct.
That's why it's bothering me. They're younger kids. They see this stuff. They got Instagram, they got Twitter, they got YouTube especially.
But in the real world, is definitely what I advertise more than anything. In the real world, when I see another black woman, nobody goes to blows. Nobody's fighting. That's a social media thing. Trust me, it's the difference between the social media. Some people express themselves on social media. In the real world, they won't say crap. They just call it what it is. These people, most of the women saying certain things. Some of them say it behind screen.
Exactly. Phil is right. Phil is right. He is 100% right.
Some things guys
Okay, it crashed again. Hold up. Because this video is almost done. Oh, bear with me, bear with me, bear with me.
I'll be looking at your pictures. And the moment if you told one of them that, hey, I want to go out on a date with you, they'll go out on a date with you. I'm just saying, people just phony like that. They phony. And that's why I don't even focus on people like that too much. That's why on my platform, I'm trying to say let's get at what's hurting us as a community. But like I said, a lot of things you talked about today is definitely we need to talk about. The pedophilia or molestation that's happening within the community. Certain things that's going on. Like you said, urban modeling. Like I said, I never had nobody to discuss that world with me. So that's pretty good. And one thing, if anything, you didn't tell me today is that dads have to be there.
Yeah, they do.
They have to.
Because even if a model, even if a girl just wants to model, because it's not just urban models that show their bodies, models in general. But how these models behave when they're not working
Mm-hmm.
is what matters, because what we do outside of that affects the reputation of us, our families, our X, Y, and Z. Like, I'm pretty sure if I never had the conversation with my daughter about what I do or what I have done as a
Oh shit. Sorry about that, y'all. I fucked around and hit the goddamn button and shit. Hold up. Let's see. Council. All right.
urban model, she would assume that um, these things were okay for her to do with her personal life outside of business. She, she would glamorize the idea of being a stripper or a porn star or something like that if I never sat down and explained to her, mommy did this. You didn't have to do that. So I think between molestation, abortion, urban modeling, these are all things that Black women go through inside of our community that we don't get to talk about a lot at all, because a lot of it is swept under the rug.
Correct, and it do need to be spoken about, because one thing in the Black community, we have a lot of issues going on, and we want to like shh, don't nobody's talking about that. I mean, Tyler Perry kind of brought out some of those issues in some of his movies, but we definitely need to speak about that as we can, just to as a exposing things that's wrong, but also so these things won't happen to our children down the line. So Son Saray, I definitely thank you for speaking with us today. You taught me a lot that I didn't know. You educated me on some things. And you want to let people know how to find your YouTube channel, any business that you have?
Sure. Thank you for inviting me. And I would definitely take your advice about, what you tell me about ignoring my critics and stuff. I would definitely take your advice. But you can find my YouTube channel. It's Call Me Sansaray. You can put that in the search, or it's youtube.com/Sansaray fan. I have an Instagram. It's We Love Sansaray. If you have any video topic suggestions or questions and concerns, you can text me or leave a voicemail message. It's 678-856-3.
Okay, I'm not trying to promote her ass. That was the end of it. He had a must have shortened that because there's a point that I wanted to get where she got to talking about how she was had a birthday party and she bought out the boy and everybody. I mean, she had bottles everywhere, all types of shit. uh, so I'm gonna do. Yeah, that's the end of that. We're gonna be on for the more, like I said, at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. We'll have a tax lien investing course. Let's see. Also, this I'll probably leave up and I'll mess with it tomorrow. I know I should have been editing the last video from last night that way I could put up on the website. I mean, on the other account. So, look like everybody probably crashed the fuck out, which I don't blame them. I'm getting ready to do the same thing. Uh, Once again, like thank everybody who came out to fuck with me. 3:30. I thought we was gonna be on to 4. Well, we what 3 hours in for last humbug, a last of the minute humbug video. Let's see. Okay. Once again, make sure y'all subscribe, hit the notification buttons. And until then, everybody stay up.